problem with how the world is evolving is that no one can reliably predict how things will play out because we're in such uncharted waters. Not only has the rule of law gone out the window, but the preferred playbook of the world's most powerful nation seems to have devolved into sowing chaos and uncertainty in the hope of capitalizing on the opportunities that might arise. The so-called Trump Doctrine, also known as the Monroe Doctrine, is projecting power so it's a reminder of how the stakes have risen and how the world has become a lot more dangerous and uncertain. Let's look at 3 examples. First off, recent U.S. military actions, especially the war with Iran, have reflected an approach that prioritizes flexibility, ambiguity, and surprise over anything like a clear and decisive victory. Secondly, the Trump administration has repeatedly articulated vague or shifting objectives, allowing it to redefine what constitutes success, and it can allow them to maybe get out of conflicts without actually having to admit they've ever done anything wrong or that they failed. And then finally, the Trump approach rejects the so-called Pottery Barn rule, which is if you break it, you own it. It's signaling that the United States can use force to weaken other adversaries without actually committing to rebuilding or doing anything in terms of a long-term peace plan. Taken together, the world has become a lot more dangerous, and that's become extremely obvious in March of 2026. Donald Trump is winging it. His reckless approach to power and shifting alliances is putting the entire world into an unprecedented level of precarity and uncertainty. The one thing that does seem certain is that the Strait of Hormuz is likely to remain blocked for the foreseeable future, and that as a result of that, the price of oil will remain high, and as a knockoff effect, the price of virtually everything else will be going up as well as inflation becomes more systemic. The world is dangerous, and as we speak here in the spring of 2026, it now looks as though a global recession is all but certain as a result of the Monroe Doctrine, which is to throw the world into chaos in the hope that you can find a way to make something good of it. Right now, it looks like an own goal against the United States, but time will tell. Good luck. This has been Weekly Wealth Update, a Make Better Wealth Decisions podcast dedicated to explaining how current events impact your portfolio and the wealth decisions you make. Tune in for commentary on how the news of the week affects your portfolio and your thinking.